And I'm not really craving a vinyasa at the moment. I'm really craving some delicious, slow and stretchy flow. I'm also in here filming on such a sunny day because my hay fever is going mental. So if you're watching this and you suffer from hay fever, I see you, I feel you. Get yourself some of those hay fever wet wipes and nasal spray. Ugh, recommend. Anyway, grab yourself as much props as you want. Get into something super comfy. We're not going to be moving fast today. This is simply a 20-minute slow and stretchy yoga flow. Really looking at walking out any tension, any stress that we might be holding in our body. And just finding some time for some TLC, some self-love, all that kind of yummy things that we want in our life. So when you're ready, I will meet you on the mat. So for today's flow, we're just going to begin all the way, in our child's pose. So bringing our big toes together. You're going to sit your hips back to your heels, taking your knees as wide as comfortable. Remembering that this is the beginning of the flow, so you might feel a little tension in the hips. So just taking them as far as we feel comfortable. We're not searching for any sharp pains, nothing like that. And then when you're ready, just relaxing the head down. You can bend the elbows, taking the hands to prayer overhead, beginning to wake up the shoulders. And then wiggling these hips, just getting yourself comfortable here. You're going to settle into the pose. Beginning some grounding breaths by inhaling through the nose and exhaling back out through the nose here. Bringing your full attention to your breath, feeling every inhale and every exhale. Just spending a few moments bringing your mind, your body into the practice today. Maybe setting yourself an intention or a goal, anything that you like. Maybe just vowing to yourself that you're going to treat yourself these 20 minutes of you and your body and your breath. If your hands are over your head in the prayer position, you're just going to release them to the mat now, moving on to the fingertips, getting a deeper stretch of the shoulders. And then with gentle movement, you're going to slide the right arm all the way underneath the left, releasing the fingertips of the left hand into the palm of the mat, coming in to thread the needle. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bend this left arm behind the back, maybe taking hold of the right thigh. Before gently release that left hand back to the mat, inhale to lift the body, slide the right hand out, and then thread the left arm underneath the right, taking a stretch on the other side. Again, you can bend this left arm, maybe touching the left thigh here, getting into a deeper stretch. Release that right hand down, nice and gentle now. Inhale to move all the way into your puppy pose. So taking those hips to the sky, keeping them in a line with your knees. You're going to slide those hands out in front, bringing your forehead to the mat. Waking up the shoulders a little bit more. Keeping nice gentle breaths, a nice rhythm in through the nose and out through the nose here. And then with control, you're going to raise the body up, curling the spine, and then dropping the hips down, moving onto your forearms, come into your sphinx pose. Keeping your elbows underneath the shoulders here. Create a little bit of sturdiness. And opening up the chest, not allowing the shoulders to drop twice. It's really pushing into those forearms. Pointing the toes, take them to either corner of the mat. Opening up the heart chakra here, creating a beautiful back bend. And then from where you are, still on your forearms, you're going to slide the right arm into the center. Bend back the left leg, so take hold of the foot here. Beginning to get a bit of the hamstring stretch. You don't have to bring the foot to meet the bum. You are just going to kind of guide it in that direction to get a stretch of the hamstrings up the quads. Again, keeping your breath nice and even. Releasing the left foot down, moving onto the forearm of your left arm into the center of the mat. Bend the right leg and reach around to grab this foot, stretching the hamstrings here. And then gently release that right foot down. Bring the hands next to the chest, so you lower your forehead, and on your inhale, going to roll back the shoulders, push into your hands to come to your upward dog, tuck those toes and move to your tabletop. And we're going to begin to wake up the spine by creating kind of a different kind of cat-cow here. So moving your hands maybe an inch forward, tucking those toes. What we're going to do is inhale to move forwards and drop the hips, take the gaze high. Exhale to keep those toes tucked, bring the hips back to the heels, stretch the feet. Inhale to move forward, drop the hips, take them high. And then moving back to your heels, taking this movement a few more times with the rhythm of your own breath. This is your practice, moving with what your body feels comfortable. If I keep mixing up the words, you have to apologise. I've mixed a lot of coffee with antihistamines today. So I'm not really with it. Really feeling the stretches here. Taking this movement a few more times, and then when you're ready, coming back into your tabletop position, placing your hands nice and firmly into the mat, push into those knuckles, tuck the toes, and you're going to lift the hip bones into the sky, coming into a restorative down dog here by bending the knees, melting the chest through, feeling strong here. Take those hip bones nice and high. before gently releasing the knees into the mat, bringing them close together, and you're going to step forward with your right foot this time. Come into a low lunge. Inhale, we're going to interlock the fingers, take them behind the head, walking that front foot forward to sink into the hips, open the elbows to the side. Close the eyes here as you stretch these hips. And then with control, you're going to release the hands to frame the front foot. Extend the right leg. Inhale to look up at your toes. Exhale to forward fold. Doesn't matter how straight your leg goes, you just want to aim for that stretch, not forcing, not pushing the body here. And then gently rebending that right knee, and then bringing your right hand onto the inside of the right foot. You're going to walk that foot to the outside, coming to your lizard pose. Pushing into your hands to open up and lift this chest. And then from here you can stay in the lizard pose, or maybe you bend that back leg to reach around, grab the foot and open the chest here. Before gently releasing the left foot down, bringing your right knee to meet the left. Give your hips a little bit of a wiggle here, recognizing the difference now. And we're going to take the stretch on the other side, so bringing your left foot all the way through, come into your high lunge. Inhale, take those hands nice and high to the sky. Interlock the fingers to sink into this front hip. Open up the chest. And then gently extending that front leg as you bring your hands to frame the foot. And begin to lower your forehead to meet the knee as far as you can go to feel this nice stretch of the left leg. Before walking this knee all the way. Before bending this knee all the way, bringing your left hand inside the left foot and move to your lizard pose. Pushing into the hands to open up the chest here. Keeping your breath nice and even. And then if you want to go further, you're going to bend that back leg, reaching around to open up the chest. Releasing the right foot down, bringing the left hand into the mat. Bring both knees back together. And from here, you're going to cross the ankles, coming in to a seated position on your mat. You can sit on a bolster, you can sit on a block. Oh, I think he was going to kill me.